Well, bro, I'm feeling super good. Was a busy, long day. Was eventful. I drove very far, but nonetheless, super excited to conclude Group F tonight. I mean, last night. Wow, like you mentioned, last night was probably one of our most funnest streams that we've ever done. So yeah, just to see how the teams fare off tonight in Group F, Day 2. It will be 3 matches, best of 3 series, and yeah, let's cook. Let the teams cook. I feel so good right now. I have a Mac Miller song stuck in my head.
To me, fun is all that matters. Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Oh, not a problem. Oh, the first sorry, Lotus. You still need to greet everyone.
My bad, sorry. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It is gonna be an exciting night again. I mean, last night was crazy like Scott mentioned earlier, and I'm pretty sure the teams already are looking out for more opportunities to make it as fun as last night.
Yeah, I mean, look, both teams batting straight off the bat, barely waiting for the timer to clock. It seems like everyone knows
Like
what they
Scott
want to
mentioned.
bat and what they want to pick up. As well, we did see 1-1 Lapu Lapu, Joy and Hayabusa being bound out from the respected sides. So very excited to see what Soul Society and Equinox is going to do to one another. Both teams having a very successful evening last night.
That is true, but I'm surprised that Equinox banned the 1-1 instead of the Granger, because it seems somewhat like it's focused on Astro when it comes to the gold lane bans.
Yeah, well, look, maybe Equinox has got a plan of action towards their side. I mean, as we do see, Gosu Okaru is currently showing us Uranus.
This is the first time I actually see that wing effect on, I don't know what these side wings or something is that on his arms.
Let's go.
But it looks so cool. Sight picking up the air though.
Yeah, so having that quick swap out, I'm wondering, was that a bait from the side of Equinox with regards to the Uranus?
Light me up and watch
Could be. Bearded Viking once again on the X-Borg. Would Uranus have a hard time against the X-Borg in the XP line?
No. Look, if X-Borg can play patiently against the Uranus, I mean, definitely then if we're looking at longevity on a fight, solo fight, yes. But if it's going to be a quick, impactful fight, then no. Uranus will sustain through all of that damage, as we do see SpongeBob T12 does pick up Hylos and Bearded Viking with the X-Borg, as we've been speaking. Gosu Akaru currently showing us CC and Minsatar as well into the mix. So if they do go with this, I do love seeing a Getcha on the roam roll. But I mean, look, it is all about team fights and managing the objectives, right? Cece, she likes the more tankier XP laners, and X-Borg being so funnel related with regards to his skills, Cece might just be too mobile for him. But I mean, look. Like I said, it's not all about the early stages where it's a 1v1 situation. It's all going to come down to the team fight composition and the team fight moments.
That is true. Also, we have seen recently in the MSA, unlike other tournaments where the XP laners just sit and dance in the XP lane, These XP liners tend to rotate with their team, going to the objectives as quickly as they can to help the junglers. So the 1v1 might not be that often. But Astro picking up the Xavier.
Xavier, you know, with that dawning light strike, I mean, we've seen Xavier can, well, do a lot of magic damage, especially towards to the late game. This could be crazy. But let's see how the rest of this draft does fare off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the stream. Please hit that like, share, and well, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel, because statistically wise, if we look at the stats, 62% of our viewers are not subscribed to our channel. Does that mean, I'll ask why the question, well, towards the viewers actually, more ironically, don't you like our content? Don't you like how we cast? Don't you like what we do for you? So if you do like it, please do subscribe to our channel. But without further ado, we do see the YSS, Zetian, and Lucas getting banned out. Dark Knight with the final ban for the side of Equinox. Before we start this first match in this best of 3 series between Equinox and Soul Society.
Clint getting banned out from the side of Equinox. That's actually an interesting ban, but considering how much damage he can deal to an Aerithal, actually a bit valid. But I love that
Clint being the final ban for the side of Equinox. Bright currently showing us different MMs that he could potentially be picking up. My question is, will he be settling onto this Brody, or will he go for the Granger and then potentially see the swap between the team members?
maybe, just maybe, but Leslie currently being shown. I doubt they will take the Leslie. Goes for the Granger instead. Bright on a Granger. We have seen him in many tournaments use the Granger, and it is devastating.
So, Rin X, right? You are referring to the membership, right? The membership is the only factor on our channel where you need to pay to be part of, but the subscription is 100% purely free.
Dark Knight currently showing the Suyu, but Hijume picking up the Farsa.
Well, let's see. Will it be the Suyu into the mix? Oh, yes, sir. As Dark Knight at 2461 does pick up the Suyu.
Liking the draft coming out from the side of Equinox. They have the Avatar of Guardian. Then to match that up with the Feathered Airstrike, that can actually become extremely lethal. And once the Aerithal comes online and just jumps in to follow up with the damage, ooh, Soul Society might be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, so listen, I hear you when you're referring to Equinox's draft, right? However, I'm only seeing one engage hero, right? There is no re-engagement or follow-up engagement from the side of Equinox. So Garagasha is normally utilized as a follow-up engagement hero. You would like to have that first setup and then him to reset up with his Avatar of Guardian. So, I mean, look, it's a good draft. Equinox definitely has a good draft. Soul Society as well. But if I'm going to lean towards a side with regards to their draft, I'm sorry, Equinox, but I'm going to have to go with the side of Soul Society. But hey, listen, that is just my opinion, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So viewers, you are watching this right now. Please give us your opinion regarding the draft. Who's got the better draft? And we'll clutch this in the first best of 3 series of the evening. Will it be Equinox or will it be Soul Society? Currently, the votes are 50-50. Never mind, they just switched up. 53% in favor of Equinox.
But it is going to be interesting with these two players, the Aerithal versus the Granger. I mean, it is going to be Bright versus Sight. All eyes are going to be on them.
So we are going to hand over to Wei to take us through the blow-by-blow action. And Lotus, would you mind joining him? I just quickly need to resolve some admin issues on my end.
Global legend.
No problem.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Only time will tell, as we do see both teams are starting on the same side of the jungle with the farming. Juice check. That is true, but we do see both teams wanting to gank this gold lane, just slightly poking each other, going for the gold crab. Fair enough. And now both teams are already at the turtle, wanting to contest right now, damaging the turtle, but no one is fully committing yet. But Suyu doing the damage on the turtle with the help of the Farsa. And Soul Society getting turned out from the turtle.
Your mic is glitching, bro. I just wanted to let you know that the viewers can't hear you, bro.
Okay.
Alright, no stress. Alright, Garagatsa and Zetian currently putting pressure with the CCN to the top tier 1 turret. At this point in stage, Equinox is putting the screws onto Soul Society. A lot of pressure coming in from Soul Society. So just before the 3-minute mark, Soul Society does have the 2-0 kill lead, as well as a 1.7k gold lead.
So that was beautiful play from the side of Equinox, managing to take the turtle, zone Soul Society away from the turtle, and even tower dive the CC.
Well, look, CC was able to sustain that fight onto it, and they're not feeling the pressure as so yet. But we do see Soul Society is currently rotating for this gold lane gank, as well as Equinox. As we do see, Suyu is currently disengaging. Feather airstrike coming in from Faza. The Dawning Light has been struck. Spear of Alpha has been committed, but Garagatra does use that Avatar of Guardian defensively. But oh my word, Equinox putting on the hailstorm onto Soul Society, taking a 2-0 exchange.
Oh, but Granger is gonna get taken down by the Farsa. And the team, the majority of them doesn't even look like they were in a team fight. With the next turtle already up in just a few seconds.
Yeah, as we do see the second Ironhide has awakened the next turtle. The second turtle of this match has spawned. And currently Equinox will be setting up for this, second turtle of the match. As we do see Garagatra is providing that defensive structure and giving the vision for the Suyu. Or as we do see Suyu going on to the X-Borg, however the taunt just misses from Garagacha. Aerothol coming all the way from the bot lane to rotate here onto the turtle. This will see and potentially seal the deal for Equinox onto the second turtle as that dawning light does strike just beforehand.
Both teams in their early games seemed to have the same mind when it came to rotations, with the communication coming out from the side of Equinox. It just seems to be a tad better.
Look, I mean, communication is a key form of the 5-man series, especially if you play 5-man. As we do see the glorious pathway from Hylos has been committed from SpongeBob Team 12. Dark Knight taking a lot of damage on the Suyu. But no follow-up from the side of Soul Society just yet.
And right now, both teams are still poking each other here around the Letho, but no one can really commit right now. There are no major objectives to fight for, so it's useless to fight right now. But CC onto this X-Borg, just making sure to get more farm than he does and to give a lot more damage.
Yeah, well, look, Alpha is there into the mix as well. As we do see the Spear of Alpha onto CC, and CC died, so close, but she is taken down by the X-Borg. Meanwhile, we do see SpongeBob, the Hylos, does fall as well. Oh, Suyu with the killing spree, coming in with a snipe shot on his third skill, and Aerosol does finish off Granger. So all for all, it is a 3-for-1 exchange of Equinox. Equinox, guys, is leading the game and forcing the plays onto Soul Society. As I mentioned, that we do see Alpha being taken down and sent back to them. 1 and well, a 5k gold lead in favor of Equinox at the 6.5 minute mark. We will see the third and final turtle spawning up in the next 10 seconds.
Soul Society is in such a difficult position and now even struggling to take the blue buffs, as it was just stolen by the Suyu. They cannot contest for this third Iron Hide. They definitely would have to rather go for maybe some split pushing and map control, just to relieve some of the pressure.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, if you can't contest for the jungle objective, go for a split push play, as you mentioned, Lotus, just to open and provide that objective play for your team. But tier 1 turret taken down in the mid lane, as we do see Granger and Hylos does save the tier 1 in the bot lane.
Oh, but the engagement is onto the bottom lane. Granger is taken down by Suyu, and Hylos is just getting chased by these two members. Will he get taken down? Yes, he does.
It seems like she won't stop. It won't stop. She feels so good right now. Aerothol putting on a pretty good performance in the gold lane, 3-0 and 3, as we do see the feather shot coming into the mix. The Avatar of Guardian not landing onto the mark, but just allowing the clear onto the minion wave just before the tier 2 turret. I would like to see Zetian and Garagacha to rotate onto that X-Borg and push for that objective, as we did see the tier 2 turret in the bot lane has taken down. The glorious pathway has been committed. Aerosol does finish off the Glacier, but we do see the continuation of the engagement. Double kill going to Aerosol onto the Hylos.
This is why you do not want an Aerosol, especially so early in the game. It's already 8 minutes and it's 15-1 when it comes to kills, and they do have almost 10,000 gold lead.
Yeah, well, look, it is going to be a very difficult play for Soul Society to come through and, well, turn the tides. Look, I'm not saying it's impossible. It is a very hard task at hand, but it is definitely doable, as we do see Aerothol focusing onto this last tier 2 turret in the top lane. So just before the 9-minute mark, all tier 1 and tier 2 turrets has been taken down. Avatar of Guardian just landing onto the Natalia, and no set follow-up set plays coming in.
As you were mentioning earlier, Soul Society can actually make a comeback because they do have the Granger that needs its stats, and Xavier late game does a lot of damage. But the Lord does go to the side of Suyu. Alpha manages to take Aerosol, but will get taken down. Hylos is taken down. X-Borg as well. Two down. It's 4-for-1 exchange. Will be 3-for-1.
So it's a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of Equinox. Equinox, well, putting on a very dominant performance at this point in stage. It's almost a 10k gold lead in favor of Equinox, as we do see the First Lord will be storming into the mid lane and potentially, well, start focusing onto that tier 3 turret. So you just staying here onto the engagement, trying to keep Soul Society in the base.
Right now, they will definitely have to play safely and not fall for any tricks from the side of Equinox, and definitely be careful for any Avatar of Guardian.
Look, I mean, it is all going to come down to discipline, and if you are going to overextend from your position, I mean, look, as you can see, Equinox is currently showing where they are and where their position is. So Soul Society could definitely capitalize on that vision that is being provided. But I mean, it is all going to come down to how you are going to sit and engage onto the team fights. So, like you mentioned, they need to be careful of that Avatar of Guardian. But regardless, you look, Suyu and Erithel and Fars are currently super strong and super fit. So I don't think that's really going to matter. They need to get a pick off on one of those three and get that bounty and get that gold.
That could actually be extremely helpful to them, but the Granger would have to definitely be safe and stay away from this Erithel because he's the first to get picked off by her.
So Ray, I can hear you, bro. I don't know if OBS is picking you up just yet, but regardless, as we do see the engagement onto Hylos, Erithel just pretty much poking. And he will potentially see the next objective getting taken down in the next 45 seconds.
Right now, Equinox is also making sure to freeze the lane somewhat because Soul Society is farming up if the waves just keep coming to them without a problem. So you're already camping in the bush?
But I mean, look, this Getcha is just staying in position. Well, for one, to get the thorns off, get the displacement, fall back, and set up on that Avatar of Guardian. As, we'll see what both teams do now shortly. It is 10 seconds before the next objective. Oh, the Federation coming in from Plaza onto Hylos. Oh, but the engagement, the taunts onto Xbox. The Faraga armor is nearly down. As we do see CC. No, not landing the curtain call, but the Spear of Alpha once committed, not landing onto CC or Getcha.
But SpongeBob did get caught out. Soul Society cannot contest for the Lord. They will have to defend once again.
I think that Dawning Light coming in from Xavier, he just needs to be a bit more patient before he sends that Dawning Light onto, well, the objective. I mean, on a perfectly timed Dawning Light, you could steal the objective from anyone. Retributions won't matter if you get that Dawning Light. Timer, just perfect.
That is true. But sometimes he just use it a little bit prematurely even before team fights. So like he said, just a little bit of patience at all. That's literally all you need.
Marmalade. So we do see the second Lord of the match will be storming in the mid lane. Or shall we say, the Roar is currently flying in onto the tier 3 turret. As we do see Soul Society is currently blocking him from that engagement. As we do see Suyu is focusing onto that tier 3 turret. Just trying to get that focus away from the tier 3 in the mid lane. The Federation shot from Baza has been committed. But just the landing onto, Soul Society. No follow-up just yet. But we will see that team fight popping off right now. This is the time for it to happen. As we do see the glorious pathway from Hylos was committed. I have no follow-up onto that glorious pathway. The Avatar Guardian does land onto one and the is committed. She gets a Sicilian, but the response is back from Xborg. It's currently a 2-for-2 exchange. Erithel going to the fountain to pick up a double kill. It is a 3-for-2 exchange. Erithel just focusing onto that. onto that tier 3 turret. All 3 tier 3 turrets has been taken down. We do see that retribution is blocked onto Hylos. We do see that stun coming onto Suyu. But Erithel does focus onto the base, and first match goes in favor of Equinox. It is well played.
They speedrun through that entire match. 23-5. That's a bit crazy for a first match of the evening.
Yeah, well, look, agreed. But Equinox definitely playing well around the draft. I will humbly apologize with regards to the Getting on Rome. Look, he is a beautiful Rome pick. I love seeing him on Rome. And, well, the reason why I'm apologizing is for that reset that he's actually known for. Alvin, my dog is growling at you, by the way. You need know.
Why are you growling at me? What has happened?
I don't know. He's watching intently at the screen. It might be at Lotus.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I think so. Maybe he's hungry. He's like, Lotus looks tasty. Let's just take a quick bite through the screen.
Yeah, but the MVP going to the side of still you in favor of Equinox. But yeah, both teams performing very well. Equinox just being a bit better, well, a lot better, putting on that dominant performance.
Yeah. So,
True.
Well done to Equinox in this first game. Very, very strong performance from them. Utilized the draft extremely well, understood when to engage, when to not engage, put the pressure on from the early part to the late. Didn't allow those heroes such as Xborg, who can be absolute monsters in the game from early to late, to get online. Put a lot of pressure in all the right places, so securing that victory. Now, heading into the second match, it's all going to be about control right now. The draft, as we all know, is one of the most important aspects. Thank you, Junio. I'm glad you can hear me now. There was just some technical difficulties with the glitches. It happens sometimes. I don't know why. Actually, that's more mainly due to me. I just finished work at like 7 p.m. I didn't have time to do our usual mic tests and every test. We just kind of just went live straight. And for once, unfortunately, there was some glitches. But anyway, the drafting phase, as we know, one of the most important aspects of the game. It's not just a case of I want to see the hero I like to be picked being picked. It's a question of how they're going to synergize with one another, the drafts, the counter picks that come with it. So we're heading into the drafting phase right now. As I hand you over to Lotus and Scarpscankle, this time I'll be able to actually cast. You'll actually be able to hear me this time round. I'll be talking to myself.
Time to drop the beat of
Alright, thank you, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, I just needed to get some admin work sorted out, but I'll get that sorted out into the next match. Soul Society sticking to the Joy ban, and Equinox sticking to the 1-1 ban. I don't understand. What is this hate towards 2-1-1?
Mutan's hater, the player's hater. 1-1 just needs a little bit of love, people. Is it so hard? But Mikey
Apparently it is, Lotus.
By heaven's mandate, my legacy shall endure.
Seriously, what did 1-1 do?
This land is
Apparently a lot, because apparently 1-1 does give PTSD to, well, not only players, but to the creators of Mlbb as well. Because, I mean, look, she's pretty much perma-nerved. But, yeah, just, we do see the Zetian and Lapu bands coming in. Lapu being one of the monsters in the XP lane. A beautiful band, I have to say. I mean, it's not pleasant to play against a Lapu that is super strong and does back a punch on, well, he's a Scimitarus.
That is true, and Zetian also getting banned, so no Fury of the Phoenix for either team. I mean, that Fear of the Phoenix is actually such a pretty good ult if you utilize it correctly, but CC with that curtain call also getting banned.
Okay, so I figured it out. I know why Apollo was growling to Alvin and Lotus on screen. It was because my plate that I ate from was still on the table, and well, he's just protecting Daddy's food. But without further ado, we do see Kalia and Cece getting banned out from the two sides. Soul Society's Astro currently with the first pick. Will we see Astro picking up that first pick, or will he swap out? Currently showing us Roger. My question is, will it be Roger though? Because Roger was banned in the previous match.
Might be a Roger, but we do know that Roger is almost as popular as the YSS, so maybe even that one.
That is, well, almost correct. I mean, look, I just, with regards to Roger, right, it's a love-hate relationship with Roger. Roger is a very good hero, very strong hero, as we do see Mikey Panning does pick up Roger. But, I mean, Roger in the right hands, like we saw last night, right, from the side of, who was it? It was Imperium. The last battle, it was the Vortex up against Imperium, right? That Roger, I mean, coming in clutch, literally the last minute, nearly taking down all 5 members from the Vortex, but the Vortex just being able to seal the deal. But Roger is definitely a hero that needs to be respected in the right hands. And I feel Roger in Mikey Panic's hands, well, is a very good Roger.
But my question is it a good idea to pick a Roger as a first pick?
Well, look, Roger can be utilized in the gold lane as well. If he's counted in the jungle, you can always pull him into the gold lane. Look, it's not a favorable play to have him in the gold lane, but Roger is still viable in the gold lane. As we do see Ruby and Garagacha for the side of Soul Society. Equinox responding with the Phoveus and, Earthel pick. So, I don't think Soul Society will pick up a Granger into the Earthel again. Learning their lesson from the first match. The question is, did they learn the lesson?
May the blood of my enemies
I would hope so, definitely. But Jeff picking up the Mincetar. Probably the roamer in this matchup, I think.
is dead.
Interesting. Clint
well,
once again getting better.
Well, Lotus, to answer your question, it will be Mincetar on the roam, because I mean, Phoveus is there, and Phoveus is a well-known XP laner. I think they will be playing the Phoveus on the roam lane.
Why I wasn't sure was also because we do know that Guinevere is usually on the XP lane, but we have seen her on the roam. So sometimes you can never be too sure.
So what, you're expecting the Mincetar and the gold lane then?
No, Mincetar and XP, maybe, and Phoveus in the roam, but it's never for certain. Just a possibility.
That is the correct answer, Lotus. That indeed is the correct answer. As we do see the final bans coming in from Equinox. Well, focusing on to the gold lane, removing Clint and Melissa. So it seems like they've got something against Soul Society's gold laner. It's 3 gold lane bans for the side of, well, Equinox. As Dark Knight at 24.61 is currently showing us Fanny. Will that cabling hero come into the mix and, well, get that cutthroat onto... Oh no, as Zushin got picked up for the side of Equinox.
Sushin is actually also once again into that love-hate relationship, because sometimes if she doesn't get have a good early game, she struggles a lot in the late game. But she's a good hero, and just that ability to zone people away because no one wants to be under her lantern. Actually a pretty decent hero all the time. I don't think any amount of nerfs can really make her a bad hero.
Well, if you use it for the right reason, then yes, 100% I agree with you. As we do see, Bright does pick up Farmos against the Phoveus, which is going to be an interesting fight in the XP lane, as Bearded Viking does pick up Faza, and Dark Knight at 24.61 does decide to pick up the YSS. So ladies and gentlemen, get your final votes in for the second match in this best of 3 series. And please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's go!
It does seem that we will once again be seeing that Ruby on the gold lane.
Who?
Hmm?
Me?
I said it does seem like we might be seeing Ruby once again on the gold lane. Average Joe managed to bring that trend back again into the MSA.
Well, let's see. We haven't seen a Ruby in a gold lane since, what was it, 3 seasons ago? Well, I can honestly say this, it's been a year. A year ago, we saw a lot of rubies in the gold lane, and it's literally been a year since we've seen that. But nonetheless, into the matchup we go, and I will hand over to Waylander himself.
Stream, I hope you are excited to get into this. The second game, Equinox taking the first match in dominant performance. Are they going to continue with that dominance? Will Soul Society be able to come back into the mix? Well, heading into this, there's been a couple of substitutions. There's been some changes. Let's see how well everything is going to work out as my camera decides wants to do a little bit of jumping jack action. Maybe it's telling me I need to do some exercise myself. Keep sitting in front of the PC all the time. And Lotus is laughing because she secretly believes I'm fat. That's wonderful.
No need to be so sensitive.
As we're watching me engage here in the mid lane as they're going in onto the Muncie First Blood, going the way of Astro. The power of the Ruby coming out to show as look at that, Thamos picks up another kill as well. So as things stand for Soul Society, picking up 2 early game kills.
We might actually be seeing a different game from the previous match, but I'm surprised by the damage coming out from the Stamus versus the Phoveus. I mean, we all know how sustainable the Phoveus is.
Yeah, that is well, how it is with that Phoveus. He just jumps up and down and sustains through so much. A lot of pressure being placed here on the gold lane. Ruby having a decent time. YSS going in onto the Fossa. Fossa has to reposition quite low. Possibly has to recall, especially with the first turtle being up, with the first iron side being up at this particular moment in time. So Thamos just trying to steal that small camp away. The XP lane is trying to secure that level 4 advantage.
But also a nice rotation coming out from the Ruby as she does clear this mid lane wave. But Zushin is also doing a good job at trying to zone the enemy from the turtle.
Yeah, the Zushin is one of the menaces when you're a frontliner. As SpongeBob is facing the wrath of the Zushin, but there's the engagement here. It's going to be a retry battle. Mikey Panic wins it. There's the Avatar of Guardian on a follow-up. Lycan pounds into the mix. Rogers into the back lane trying to take down that Munsathon, but he's getting engaged upon by the Earthel. He's going to get taken down as well. It's a 3-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Equinox. Even though they lost their objective, well, you know, that's not a bad thing to go with that many kills on this in their favor.
True. And right now, Soul Society is still ahead with around 200 gold lead, but right now that isn't that big of a difference. It's a little bit insignificant, but every little advantage counts.
Yes. Every little does. Because I mean, if you think about it, 400 gold is like a mini item, not a full item, but a mini item on somebody. YSS engaging once more into the Ruby, but Ruby's just gonna sustain through everything. So a poking car is sometimes a little bit anticlimactic because you poke her, she gets one minion wave, and then she's back to full health. Oh, there's a hook onto the Gatto, but he's attacking more than the airstrike is coming in, just zoning everyone away. The Thamos onto the Phoveus. Thamos is one of the hard counters to Phoveus, if you didn't know.
I did not know that. but it is also quite handy in this match for Soul Society. It gives them that little bit of advantage in the XP lane that they didn't have in the previous match, and it could help them also more in team fights once the Thamus is very fed.
Thamus is like a tank that does damage. As we are watching Thamus use the movement speed, getting across the river really quickly. Yato just scouting out where Munsathar is. Oh, there's that engagement here. Ruby manages to get the hook. It's going to be Avatar of Guardian. Onto the other top. Obviously the follow. Roger does have the ability. Oh, he's not going to go in for the dive with the Lycan Pounce. He does not go into that. Meanwhile, Munsathar has been taken down by this so crazy plays from the Thamus. Bright doing an excellent job. There's the counter engage going in. Polvius hits his Super Mario jump. He's in a full situation, but the Lycan Pounce into the backline as they take down the YSS. Will we see the continuation? Yes, another Lycan Pounce, another kill, double kill going the way of Roger. Mikey didn't panic there. He decided he was going to get himself a double kill and start off the second iron side of the game.
But the rotation coming out from the Thamus as he baited out Munsathar's ult, killed Munsathar, but also baited out the YSS's ult. This helped them a lot in this team fight.
Yeah, baiting out skills is a fundamental of the game. It's how you know when you can engage in a fight. You get somebody who has that high mechanical skills or sustainability. You bait out a couple of skills, they don't have that available, and they go in.
True, it's all about thinking just a few steps ahead, well, as many as you can ahead. But we do see Zushin and the Roamer rotating here to the bottom lane. Might be wanting to engage onto the Thanos.
Might be Thanos. He's going in a 1v3. Pops the ultimate, pops the vengeance. There's the Avatar of Guardian follow-up. Munsathar, King squalling. And everybody into the mix. Super Mario style with the Fulvius. He's sustaining through so much, but he's going to get taken down. There's Lycan Pounce doing so much damage. Oh, what that second skill wanted to go through. YSS, however. Dark Knight doing what, well, Batman does best. I would say, just gets into the mix there. Roger wants to go in. If he Lycan sponsors, he could be taken down. He is taken down. Crimson Lantern comes in from the Zushin as YSS on the double. Double trouble. Takes down 2. Game got a bit of a seesaw to it.
A 4-for-1 exchange in the favor of Equinox. The Roger should not have engaged onto that YSS. He should have known a bit about his limits, not be greedy. There's always time to fight for another day, but you cannot do that if you are underfed and if you lose time on farm.
Yeah, well, the decision making, you know, in these high intensity situations. I mean, it's we like to get those pick of kills. But that's where we always talk about that word discipline. Everything comes down to discipline. Making the right decision at the right time. As we are watching SpongeBob do so, just by getting the zone onto the YSS. Ruby, Junior, I do agree, Ruby's a good pick. There's the armor pendant coming out as they pull back the YSS. King's calling into the mix. This is beautifully done. Can we see the follow-up engage? The Feather Dash strike into the mix. The Avatar of Guardian into the backline. They're hammering down on that Munsathar. It's a triple kill going the way of Roger. 3-0. Our final iron side of the game is, they have the option to contest it, but going for a much more measured play. I like this from Soul Society right now. They're trying to achieve multiple objectives, put pressure on all the lanes, and take the iron side at the same time.
That is true. But right now this game is a lot more back and forth than the previous one. And the first third of the game does go to the side of Soul Society.
They have got that bit of pressure, so it's a very different game from the first one that we've got to see, where Equinox was so incredibly dominant in that first game. It seems that Soul Society have learnt from their mistakes. They've decided to go with this high sustain, high CC combination, and so far pulling it out, getting one of the major damage dealers, Roger, very much online very early on.
Which was a good play from their side. And as you said, they learned from their mistakes and they learned the lessons. But it doesn't matter if you make mistakes in the previous game. What matters is if you learn from it and adapt from it.
Yeah, well, looks like a little bit of a potential tower trade-off. Ruby doesn't want to let that trade go, but we'll follow the engagement here in the jungle. As let's go on to the Ruby. Ruby taking a lot of damage. She's trying to sustain. There's no real waves coming through. This takes the kill, but there's the Lycan Pounce Feather Airstrike combination. So it's a 1-for-1 overall. But Avatar of Guardian manages to catch on to 2. There's going to be the King's Calling position with the lift up. Gek will get onto the tower. He's not going to be able to survive that. He may be tanky, but no one's going to survive that.
2-for-1 exchange in the favor of Equinox. Right now in this game, the team fights, you win one team fight, then the other team wins the next team fight. There's no keeping up, but Sam is coming out from the behind, and Phoveus into the ult.
Almost trying to sustain through. There's the Feather Airstrike into the mix once more. Roger dishing out the damage. However, he's going to get controlled up. Oh, look at that from the Ruby. She's got the set. She's pulling everybody in. Oh my goodness. This is a sustained fight. Roger re-engaging that Lycan Pounce. Beautifully done. But Warriors, yes, he's back into the mix. They get the shutdown. Lord is available. No jungle. The map control could be deleted with this one play. There is Pasa still there. There is the Gatto. They are going to try to get in here. It's no frontliners to deal with a situation as Irithel, or Sight, shall I say, has the foresight to say, let's reset this Lord. Let's just wait for our teammates.
Nice pun.
I have my moments, you know, as old people.
The engagement onto the Forest are managing to get her to low health. She will have to recall if they want to even contest for this next objective. But Zushin, once again with that poking ability, just doing what a Zushin does best.
Zushin has been an annoyance this entire match through. So right now, everything comes down to wave management. Wave management in terms of setting up for this next objective, which is going to be the Roar. The Roar is available. Both teams want to establish control. They don't want to go in just willy-nilly and get picked off and cause themselves to lose the game. This is their intense moment.
Sam is also making sure to clear the top lane. Gatto getting vision over this Roar for the side of his team. And both teams are just poking. Oh, but Astro getting caught out.
Yeah, there's Gambit of Guardian to the backline. It's the armor pin already being committed. Phoveus, he's frontlining. The damage is in there. It's going to be a 2-for-0 exchange. The continuation, the Equinox. They managed to get the set. But once more, the pull from that. Munsithar setting it up. They do have 3 players really low. But I think they've created the space for themselves to take this Roar down. Uncontested. The tension was mounting. It really was. One mid lane engagement. And Equinox have evened things out in terms of the kills. Not in terms of the turret yet. But they will be using this Roar to do so.
Yes, but that was a beautiful flicker coming out from the far side, just as she was caught up at the Missithar and then out of danger.
Look at the engagement once more. As is the caster's cursed. Vasa sent back to the base. Courtesy of Lotus.
That was purely coincidental.
So, Vincent thought hits that King's Calling. Maybe there was a Natalia close by, but anyway, the continuation here of the engagement around the rock. Phoveus, he's jumping up and down, he's knocking everyone up. There's the CC, the pullback. There's no King's Calling this time around. Avatar of Guardian used defensively. Ruby just trying to sustain through everything. But he manages to get the flicker back to safety. But this Roar is at the turret. However, the range damage dealers are opting to secure the tier 2 turrets across the map. And the Roar managed on its own, all on its lonesome, to take down a tier 3 turret. How amazing is that? Oh, why is this taking a bit of poke damage? There's the knockup, then the airstrike. Offended comes out. They take down Gosukado on that Phoveus. They're sensing Blood Soul Society. They want to go in for more. The disengage comes through from Equinox as they try to get back to safety without that Phoveus frontliner.
I thought of Franco was scary, but these Mincithar hooks and is because this guy also had life steal with the King's Calling.
It does have that high degree of sustainability. The Ruby combo with the Armor Fender did come out, did catch on to Toop. There wasn't really any follow-up from the team. I don't think they were prepared for that. So, but the cooldown on the Armor Fender is just so low. You can kind of spam it.
True, especially if you go with, I think the emblem is called Temporal Rain.
Yes, Temporal Rain. 40 seconds to go for the next roar. There's a bit of poke damage here onto Bright on that Thamus. He is feeling it a little bit now. Had a very strong early game, but as we can see, going for the hybrid build. So had that attack damage in early on. He's gonna need some tankiness to be able to sustain through all of this. It's 20 seconds to go. They want to get that poke onto Dark Knight on the YSS, but Dark Knight has that high mobility. YSS in that ultimate form throws it out, scouts out the bushes here. Phobius once more just knocking everybody up. They're chasing down the Ruby. Munsatha with the hook doesn't manage to get everyone away, but look at this, using the control, forcing the Farsa back, created the space for himself. Equinox have now taken a step in the right direction for themselves, gotten that gold lead, gotten the second row of the game, and a bit of more map control.
Yes, right now Soul Society definitely has to implement that discipline that you and Scott like to talk about. If they want to survive this upcoming team fight, Lord Barging, and to actually even try to win the game, they will definitely have to be more patient and beware the Minster.
So thank you, Angelic Fury, for the super chat, and hey, back to you as well. I hope you're enjoying yourself at your work conference, but and while watching the game, so it's nice to have a little bit of relaxation time. All work and no play, as they say, makes Jack a dull boy. I don't know who Jack was though. I'm just quoting the saying. As the Raw is making his way into Jack of the Beanstalk. Or Jack in the Box. I don't know. But anyway, the Raw is into the base. Waves, two of them have been synced up so far. The defense is... Oh, there's the Avatar Guardian! But there's the Keep Calling there as well. Almost is into the mix. Everyone's gonna get knocked up. Gatcho trying to sustain through this. The angle has been found. Oh, Mikey Panic is taken down. But Farsa with the feather airstrike. There's the Armor Pendant comes out. But the other base lock is on. It's up. Finally, we get to see it falling. And... victory, as we got it on the screen, goes to Equinox. Clean sweep fashion, 2-0. Congratulations to them.
Indeed. Soul Society at least does have another match coming up. This does give them that redeeming chance that they need. So that at least works in their favor. But the plays coming out from Equinox, that was beautiful.
That was. I was just taking a look at the chat, Lotus and Scarpsgecko. It's hotting up to see who's gonna be the #1 viewer, top fan for the evening. They seem to be having a proper competition. Maybe we should keep track of who's the #1 fan across a month, and we will see who that will be.
Flowers bloom across the land.
But what is
Well,
the prize
I mean,
for
that's a
number one
nice
fan?
trend.
No. Not all at once, please.
So, like I wanted to say, it's a lovely trend that we did start last night. So, I saw in the early stages of the chat, I was #1, and I just decided to myself, I will be backing off tonight and let the viewers, compete for that top 3 spot. But nonetheless, Lotus, we can definitely figure something out for the most frequent top 1 viewer or top 1 fan right throughout the month, but we can figure out the logistics off stream. But nonetheless, viewers, I mean, Equinox continuing their dominant performance from last night, currently unbeaten in the group stages. So let's see how the rest of the evening goes. Currently, Equinox sitting pretty on the top side of the leaderboard.
Well,
but without further ado, whilst we get the next lobby sorted out for you. Maybe I'm lagging.
actually might think so, right? Well, maybe I'm even lagging because my mic was doing its own weird things earlier on. It just didn't want to let me speak. But I think we will get that pause screen up and running as we get the next lobby set. And we will be with you guys in just a moment.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main try.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now. I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Blue Locks, resetting that all-out second skill. It's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely, and from the clutches of Ali, Bankrushing, which will we see that blast cannon coming through. Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Farza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, he does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the Rectu battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Lilia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Hantu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomot. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar of Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main try.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to take the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Lunox, resetting that all-out second skill. Is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho, doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Ali. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Strike coming in from Faza onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not playing anything. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. You see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hard God is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hand onto the Leomon. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with the damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Mlbb. Resetting that all-out second skill is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose. Going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in front of the clutches of Ali. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla! So much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Farza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But now trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not there. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hard God is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomot. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar of Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to create the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Mlbb. Resetting that all out. Second skill is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose. Going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Ali. Crushing into the will we see that blast cannon coming through. Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Hairstrike coming in from Faza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But now trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. Putting him up there. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. You see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hansa's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomot. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main try.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the strength, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Mlbb, resetting that all-out second skill. It's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice hit with the blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in front of the clutches of Ali. Bind crushing into the mix. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla. So much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Farza. Onto Black Skywalker. Mlbb able to escape this. Yes, she does. But Doug tries to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not there. Something's going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retry battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the boy genius on the Bucks here as Bind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hansa's like,
Hello everybody and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander, Scrapscankle Lotus, bringing you the action of the second game. We are a bit late. We do apologize for the delays. There was just some issues, as they sometimes is, getting everything and everyone ready. But we are ready to go. It is the Vortex up against Soul Society. First game in a best of 1. Or best of 1.
Best of 1, you say? Yeah. I mean, we would have an early night. I mean, I wouldn't have minded, but nonetheless, the Vortex putting up a very strong and very entertaining match last night, clutching it 2-for-1 in their best of 3 series. Sorry, my dogs are very vocal here next to my ears, and it's very vocal, if I can say that. But nonetheless, let's get into the drafting phase.
Just waiting for that screen to be ready. The captains are ready, the teams are ready. We're heading into the drafting phase.
Vortex on the left side and Soul Society on the right side, Aspect getting the first ban for the side of his team.
Yeah, Aspect last night putting on a very beautiful show with the YSS last night. So I'm very curious to see if Soul Society did their homework onto the Vortex, as we do see Xborg, well, the very overpowered buff Xborg at this point in the stage gets banned out. Oh, and as I mentioned, that Soul Society does ban out the YSS.
I see lots of prey.
But Roger also getting banned out from the side of the Vortex. So in the past 2 days, both teams have been dealing with the Xborg, the Ascension, and the Roger, and neither of them want to deal with it. So you're also getting banned out.
Currently focusing on to, well, your jungle lane heroes. Both teams not allowing a lot of options. Well, depending on what they are focusing on for picking up onto the draft. But I mean, they should have a large hero pool. And as I mentioned, that the Lancelot gets banned out. So another jungle ban coming into the mix. Shall I even say more? Hayabusa. So it's currently just jungle lane bans. Aspect with the first pick. Will Aspect be picking up? Well, potentially an open jungle. I mean, the Nolan is there. What else have we? Ling is there. Lancelot is not there, as Muji _02 does pick up the Zong.
Yuzong is pretty strong right now, but I also realized that the Lapu Lapu is still open, Phobius is open, Ruby is also open.
And wait, I'm just hearing Lotus saying out her favorite heroes there. Even though, as we see Seki picking up Valir, Astro with a response for the side. Oh, swapping out with Bearded Viking and Glue into the mix once more.
Maybe calling out for a Fairman or Vexena. I mean, Vexena is such a good hero. But Jaguar _02 is showing us the Xavier. Can we please see the Vexena? Either way. Shows the jungle just trolling, going through his mage list right now. Aspect already not showing what hero he will be going with.
So, Lotus, you did ask for the Vexana. So let me ask you, why the Vexana? Why are you begging for the Vexana to be picked up?
Vexana counter is glue. Naturally, that reason.
As the Jaguar does pick up Faza and Monkey D. Luffy picking up the Kufra for the side of the Vortex. Mikey Panic with the response. What do you think? Ooh, Lucas. Mikey Panic does pick up the Lucas. Now, listen, we did see some beautiful performances coming in from the Lucas last night. Now my question is, will Mikey Panic be able to continue that extent that he had with the Lucas, as we do see another jungler gets banned out? Ling has been removed from the equation.
These jungle bans getting crazy, but finally the non-jungle ban coming out from the side of the Vortex, banning out the 1-1.
People seriously have something personal against this 1-1. I have to say, I mean, it's crazy. As Tony K202 does ban out the Joy, so not leaving a lot of options over for Aspect.
This is the first time I'm actually seeing an all-assassin 5-man ban coming out from a team.
Well, as you know, I mean, there's a first time for everything, and I mean, like, just like that, there's a first time for a full assassin ban.
But Soul Society really did not want to deal with any assassins. I mean, we did see how Equinox played against them previously, so the PTSD does run deep, but Clint getting banned out by the side of the Vortex. So on one anti-counter.
Yeah, definitely focusing on Tony K202. I mean, it's an XP lane and a gold laner that still needs to be picked up. Oh, but at this point of stage, my bad. It seems like Astro will be going into the gold lane. So definitely the Vortex focusing on to Astro in that gold lane for the side of Soul Society. Now I'm in the mood to go and watch Bleach. Rewatch Bleach.
Actually, I've been hearing about Bleach so much, I'm actually curious about the story now. Astra picking up Exia. That full barrage, but are they gonna pick a roam that can combo nicely with it?
Well, look, Exia, a very good pick. Glue is already into the mix. Like, we know Bearded Viking does play roam, as we saw in the previous match. So it might potentially be the Glue into the roam role. However, I would like a full set hero, especially combining with the Exia. And in theory, actually now a Beleric would be a very good pick to combine with the Exia, as we do see. Akul does pick up Aerithal, and Aspect is showing us Nolan, and that should seal the deal for the side of the Vortex, as Aspect does pick up Nolan.
Franco? I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, so Tony K202, very good on his Franco. So let's see. I mean, Minotaur, not a bad pick. You will have that Minoan Fury that should provide the set that the Exia needs. But I mean, if it all comes down to perfect plays, I mean, the Valir is there to protect the Exia with that pushback. So that wouldn't allow the Yuzong, only if the Yuzong is in the Black Dragon form, right? That should keep the frontliners or the backliners away from Exia. So, look, that does set the draft viewers. Please get your votes in. Who do you think is going to take this best of 3 series? Will it be the Vortex or will it be Soul Society? This does conclude the first draft in this best of 3 series. Please vote, please like, and please share and subscribe to our channel.
But judging on the drafts alone, which one would you favor?
Look, my main hero is on the side of Soul Society. This is very difficult. This is really, really difficult for me to decide. Just based on draft, I have to...
Who's your
I don't
main
know.
hero?
I honestly... Exia.
Oh, okay.
When she just released, right? Me and Average Joe were in contention for the top South African spot on the Exia. And, yeah, obviously he won that top spot. But nonetheless, here we are. A few seasons later, and I'm not in contention.
Now you're casting the games while he's playing the game.
That is correct. That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time where I'll be handing over the seat to Mr. Waylander, as he will be taking us through the blow-by-blow action.
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's a pleasure as always to have you with us. We are dealing with the Vortex up against Soul Society. These two teams know each other really well. This is going to be a hotly contested game. Just take a look at the Franco here. He's trying to get into position. Tony K202 with the flicker hook. Oh my goodness. He gets the buff reset. That's what we know a Franco can do. Tony has been quite excellent on the Franco games we've seen in the past.
But I'm surprised that the Vortex wasn't really expecting that. I mean, when you see Tony K202 on the Franco, you should know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, he used a nice rotation to get himself into position for this. So, it looks like, a bit of an overextension, bit of an engagement. The stuns are coming out. Does have the mobility to try to escape faster, trying to reposition First Blood going the way of the Vortex.
Interesting play coming out from the far side, even sacrificing the Very, but she knew she had her team to follow up and to defend her, so she could take that risk.
Yeah, the number advantage always plays a part. A couple of skills being thrown out by Seki here onto Monkey. DW jumps in there with the jump onto Astro, who's turning around trying to deal out the damage. He's so low, but manages to get back to recall. The bit of poke damage, they don't realize he's in the bush yet.
But I don't think they care that much. They wouldn't want to go too much for an engagement right now. I mean, the turtle Ironhide is up right now, so that takes a bit more of a priority.
Yeah, Turtle does take priority. It always comes down to that. We are watching Franco here, just scouting out that Kufra. Kufra can have a beautiful set play coming through. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we are watching the Yuzong get his level 4 before the blue. So this could... Oh, look at that engagement. Fracture comes out from the Nolan, taking that blue down really low. So even though he gets level 4, this gives the Vortex the opportunity to secure this objective.
That is true, and Aerithal also doing what an Aerithal does, rotating here to the mid lane, as the turtle fight is on.
Yeah, Black Dragon form comes out from this Yuzong. He's chasing down Lucas. Lucas turns around, User almost dead. Feathered airstrike comes in somehow. Mikey Panic surviving. Oh, there's a fracture to the backline, but there's nothing. The grab comes through. Well, then we take it down the Nolan. I think so. This is a 1-for-1 exchange. Parts are back into the mix. Kufra is taken down. It's a 2-for-1 exchange going the way of Soul Society. The chase is on once more. Jaguar throws the CC, trying to escape. Has the bird form. Grab underneath the turret. He's trying to stay alive. Lots of damage, big deal. The crew is taken down, and it's going to be Valier at the same time. And Valier gets one final shot onto that Fossa. That's crazy. 7 kills in 3.5 minutes.
Wow, but the gold lead, not that big of a difference right now. Around 400 to 500 difference the entire time. But once again, the roamer back here in the top lane, wanting to help the gold laner. Right now, both teams just have to farm.
Just keeping that gold laner safe for the most part. They don't want anything to happen because, once your gold laner comes online, especially if they do come online early, it can be a bit of a game changer. So wave freeze was going on from the Irithel for a certain degree of time, but the balance has shifted. Astro has managed to keep the wave really close to where he is. He's allowing the minions. There's a hook onto Monkey D. Luffy on that Kukra, but no real engagement. In the mid lane, however, bit of poke damage onto that Valier.
Oh, but this Franco makes it everyone has to play extremely careful and to make sure to keep a relatively safe distance away from the bushes.
Yes, because you never know when that iron hook comes out. It's just that, as you can see, there's the iron hook. The bloody hunt with the follow-up as they lock onto the Kufra. He's trying to escape. He's so low. It's the full barrage thrown in just to finish off. So a lot of skills being used up there. The second iron side of the game is up. So will that play a part? Nolan just trying to find that, just taking his buffs as Fossa and Irithel get a bit of poke. There's the feather airstrike onto that Franco. He gets the flicker hook out of the situation. Irithel has that sprint to reposition herself. Gets back to a bit of safety, but underneath the turret, gonna get chased down a little bit by Astro. Uses the flicker. Thought that he was going to be in a bit of danger, just wanted to be patient, but the delay was just enough to get everyone to make the rotations across. Nolan trying to achieve the protection. Oh, there's a Tyrant's Wrap coming out from Kufra as they get the setup. Franco is taken down. The continuation of the engage underneath the turret. Astro is the next to fall. Muji 202 with the engagement under the turret.
When the engagement was on the Kufra and Lucas and Ixia used their ults to take him down, that did lead to the disadvantage in this team fight that just occurred.
With that, they managed to secure the first turret of the game.
Good plays coming out from the side of the Vortex.
There's the engagement under the turret. The bloody hunt comes out as well. It's a 1-for-1 exchange overall. Make it 1-for-2. There's so much of pressure being placed on the mid lane. Irithel wants to try to take it down, but Lucas is in the beast form. He's going to get knocked out, but it's got the control for a certain degree. They managed to get out of the full barrage. No flicker available to ensure that triple kill, but it's another pick-off going the way of the Vortex. 9-5 in their favor with the kill count.
And Glue also managed to take down this bottom first tier turret.
Yeah, so evening out the turrets, but the gold lead in the favor of the Vortex at this moment in time.
That is true. Right now, if the Vortex also wants a little bit extra advantage, they will have to take down this middle turret. That also comes with timing and baiting out the enemy skills.
Baiting is such an important skill. You can bait through applying pressure, you can bait through positioning. It's one of the more advanced strategies, I would say.
I would agree. But right now, the third turtle of the game is up. But will the teams probably wait for it to go to Lord before trying to contest?
Possible. It is another 30 seconds or so until it turns into a raw. Oh, there's the engagement. Fracture full combination comes through. Tyrant's Wrath was in the mix. Blue with a grab, but Irithel manages to reposition. That dragon form coming up. Flickers aplenty as the Vortex get a pick-off kill onto the Franco. Managed to disengage. I think this might turn into the... Oh, Aspect has other ideas. He's like, with everyone recalling, we might as well get a little bit of a goal advantage. Really close to the Raw, though.
Yeah, only a few more seconds, Aspect. But it is what it is. But the fact that only the Franco died in that entire exchange of skills, that was crazy.
Yeah. So we got some good players in the mix. They understand their heroes. They know how to survive based on skill use, combination play, builds, emblem setup. So, as you say, big old brawl in the mid lane. Just one death.
Right now, map control is fairly even, but the Vortex does have that gold, and that makes a difference.
Yeah, there's the grab by the Blue as the engagement continues. Bloody Hunt as the follow-up. Full barrage with the Black Dragon form being used to chase down that Ixia and user Irithel. She's into the mix. Takes that Ixia really low, but Yuzong with the pressure there gets the pick off underneath the turret. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. Overall, mid lane turret has been broken through. Mikey Panic trying to set up the defense here on this tier 2 turret.
Only 9 minutes into the game, and they also managed to get that middle tier turret. That is some good plays coming out from the side of the Vortex, but they're also making sure to put pressure on all the lanes right now and not just one. That gives them more of an advantage.
Yeah, just watching Irithel as she pushes in this tier 1 turret, the team making the wraparound play. Bearded Viking on the Blue wants to try to defend this, gets the split off. So he will be engaged upon, but has that tankiness and mobility to escape.
It is not worth sacrificing yourself to defend a tower.
Especially if it's tier 1.
But first Lord of the game is up in 1 second. And right now the Vortex does have the bit of a lead to do so, but Yuzong getting caught out.
Yeah, so no Black Dragon form will be available for the contest here, even though the map control is on the side of the Vortex. As you can see, one tiny play, one tiny misstep can result in your team ending up in a bunch of chaos disaster.
Oh, but be careful of those hooks.
There's the engagement, it continues here as we do see that. Oh, look at the engagement from the Cupra with the Tyrant's Wrath. Nolan into the backline as they get a couple of kills here. The Lord is still up. Nolan, the grab is on him, but he does have the mobility to try and escape the damage, which he does. Are they going to turn around and go in? There's the engagement onto the Blue. The fracture comes out godlike from Aspect. Full team wipe. 5-0. The pressure is on. Will we see them? At least they should pop the shield. They won't be able to take a tier 3 turret down. So healing back up will the Nolan be as Irithel starts the first roar of the game.
Almost 11.5 minutes into the game, the Vortex is already 18-7 in their favor, and they also have a 9,000 gold lead.
That was a well-executed team fight that allowed them to get this, themselves into this position. Right now, Monkey D. Luffy just scouting out. Oh, he's gonna get engaged upon. He knows he's in a bit of danger. The hook doesn't land this time round, so he moves back to safety. Recall will heal up and then join the team as they will try to get the wave synced. They want to get into the base. They want to get that tier 2 or tier 3 turret taken down, shall we say.
But these Franco hooks are mostly on point. That is why it's so important to learn how to kite the skills. I think kiting is the correct term for it. But just to be able to dodge and make sure your movements are unpredictable.
Yeah, there's the flicker hook onto the Kufra under the turret. Fossa hits that feathered airstrike just to zone away, but the Vortex managed to secure at least one tier 3 turret. No one went in with the Lord. They allowed it to push on its own, opting to try and take the top lane, tier turret.
Well, they did know they couldn't end really right now, because going straight through the middle, trying to get that middle turret, it did put them under some vulnerable exposure, because I mean the Franco is there, and then also the full barrage onto the entire team if they all went straight down the middle. That would not have been wise.
I would agree with you. That would not have been very, very wise of them. But with this map control right now, having that, especially the top lane turret being pushed in, we will expect the Roar to be on the same side. They can use that map pressure to secure the next one. As we can see, the Vortex going very patient right now, allowing the lanes to freeze, which is lovely. And at the same time, we are watching Soul Society at least try to get some amount of farm from their jungle, because it's difficult for them to try to get close to the waves. This is why wave freezing is so important.
That is true. And the Vortex knows what they're doing right now, making sure, like you said, to freeze the waves and try to get Soul Society to not get cooped up in that base.
Yeah. Like, you look at this, it makes the map quite large, forces them to spread out. They are getting some jungle farm now. Like personally, I would have frozen the lanes and moved in to take the jungle farm, so then they get no farm whatsoever. But the jungle farm is not as much as the wave farm. As oh, look at the setup here. Monkey D. Luffy, I thought he was going to leave that. He would have set up a very beautiful slow push. But Nolan at the same time is getting the setup. He leaves the minion. She's like, this is where I say slow pushes are so important. You leave the wagon, the enemy wagon. It gets a very nice build up. So Glue can't clear it as he is clearing it now, and it gives you the space to be able to take this with one player less in the fight.
Yes, but live and learn.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this game. There's so much to learn. There's the Feathered Airstrike coming through onto the Villiers, the full barrage into the mix, but Yusa gets the Petrify combo, the Bloody Hunt, this team fight is going wild. But however, the Vortex do manage to secure the objective. Kufra, the immortality has been popped. It's a 2-4.
Look at that, still the Lord.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That's legendary for the Nolan. This team fight, they should have disengaged, but look at the strong heroes now. Look at the damage output. It's gonna be 1-2. Lucas did manage to steal the Lord, as you say. It's only Irithel left to defend up against 3. And this is 3 big damage dealers in the house. Will they go to put the pressure?
I think they will. They know they can right now. Exia has to be super careful. Full barrage coming in, but she will get taken down by the fracture play.
Yeah, this is 7 seconds to go. The wave comes in there. Buys Franco a little bit of time. Can Franco manage to get the defense? It's so close. He's gonna respawn, but I don't think he's gonna be in time, as it is the Vortex taking the first game, drawing first blood in this best of 3.
That was so close. I mean, the Lucas managing to steal the Lord, that was crazy. But then they lost the team fight in Nolan. Clear. Take down that mid turret and then take down the base.
Yeah. Very, very intense. Could have went either way. Like once they stole the Lord, I thought Soul Society were gonna disengage. I really did. Because if they disengaged, kept the numbers, they could have made something of that Lord, used it to achieve some of the objectives, but they went in a little bit knowing that they had the numbers advantage. And sometimes it's nice to, on the side of caution, to be able to play a little bit safe in certain moments, because the turnaround was intense.
I cannot wait to see what they do in the second match.
Yeah, me too.
This headset of mine, I speak, but then I realize I put the mic piece up and it's muted, but nonetheless, I do see that the players are complaining about a lag spike. So we're just waiting for the admin team to just quickly reset the lobby, just change things. Alright. a few players did restart their matches. But I mean, oh, bro, I mean, it's a small error that can cost you the game, and that was evident. I mean, not disengaging when you should, and that cost them the game.
Yeah. But as everyone was saying right now, there was a lot of lag issues that they experienced. Hopefully, we will try to sort that out as we will get ourselves ready. It's time to head into the draft for the second game in this best of 3.
Yeah, so Astro with it. Oh my word! Wait, is this right? Yeah, it is right. Astro batting out the first hero, being Kufra from the side of Soul Society.
Well, I mean, did you see those Kufra sets in the previous match? They were awesome. But Roger also getting banned out from the side of the Vortex.
Yeah, I see Cyber is asking me, what am I doing? So Cyber, unfortunately, I do have some network issues, so that's why I'm only doing the draft, because I don't want my mic or commentating to cut out in the midst of an action scene. But yeah, the respect game ban coming in from the side of Soul Society. Wait, let me just do this quick. So, chat, what do you say? If I end up in the top 3 spot tonight again for the top fans, even though I said I will be backing off, if I do end in that top 3 spot, how about we say and Lotus should start watching Bleach, since she hasn't watched it. And what a good introduction for her first anime. I know it was one of my firsts.
Light me up and
As we do see X-Ball getting banned out from the side of the Vortex.
Xborg is also pretty buffed, right? Yes.
No, continue. Pretty buff.
Pretty buffed right now, and he's extremely more difficult to deal with than he used to be.
No, well, definitely not going for that full assassin ban that they did in the previous match as Hayabusa gets removed. But yes, Xborg is currently an overpowered hero. But in any case, so Lotus, do we have an agreement? If I end up top 3 spot of the top fans tonight, will you start watching Bleach?
No.
Why not?
Fun is all that matters.
Because I first want to IMDb it. 1-1 getting banned out by Mikey Panic picking up the Granger. IMDb is basically when you watch the... look at the PG rating for it.
It is PG rated. It's intended for kids.
Let them play the hero.
Yeah.
This world desperately needs.
All I'm hearing is excuses, and you know what, chat? I don't like hearing excuses. Muji_02 picking up the Yuzong. How about I 1v1 you for that thing?
Sounds like a good plan, but I don't even have time to watch C-dramas these days. How would I have time to watch an anime?
It's 20 minutes an episode. I'm sure you can fill in 20 minutes somewhere a day. As a Jaguar_02 does pick up Faza, and a Sekai and Astro currently showing us the picks. Odette. I mean, why would there be another... Okay, so Mikey Panic just needs to change his spell to Retribution as Tony K202 does pick up the Ruby. Sekai with Lu Yi. We know Lu Yi doing currently a lot of damage, and especially having that global ult that she has.
That is true, but that vision that you can see that she is ulting, where she is ulting from, that does put you at a disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, but I mean, if you can get, well, or just send, like, for example, your jungle into the enemy jungle, if you can see their jungle on the map, that's still a viable play. I mean, if you play correct and you start, well, playing the poker move, as I would like to call it, right, and bluff the enemy team so that they don't know if you are actually teleporting or if you are teleporting or not. I mean, just play poker with a hero. I mean, keep them guessing. That is, this is a strategic game after all. So just strategize with your ults. I mean, as we do see Clint getting picked up from the side of the Vortex. So what is Clint's favorite gun? That's a question.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out the answer.
My mission.
Doesn't he use pistols?
Well, a pistol is still a gun, isn't it?
Exactly.
Still waters run
But no, the answer is Clint Lock. Mlbb dad jokes. Nonetheless, high loss at Ling getting banned out for the follow-up bans. Monkey D. Luffy with the potentially final ban for the side of the Vortex. My question is, will the Vortex be able to clutch this in a clean for nothing sweep 2-0, or will the Soul Society get the return here and take us into another sudden death round?
Well, we all know how strong Soul Society is. They definitely have the capabilities to take us into the third match, but it will also come to execution of the drafts, as Waylander would like to say.
So Don Ryan is throwing our promises there for 5 kilograms chili biltong for each player if the team wins. Hey Don Ryan, what is the house getting? The house also needs to get something. I'm sure Way would appreciate the 5 kilograms of chili biltong. I'm not too sure if Lotus is a spicy girl.
Yes, I do love spicy foods.
MH is on Bulldog, bro.
So-
Making me jealous.
Oh, bro. Likewise. I wouldn't say no to 5 kgs of
my
bulldog.
nation from falling apart.
As YSS and Gacha was the final bans for both teams. Aspect to pick up the jungle pick. Will he swap out with Monkey D. Luffy to get that roam in, or will he just say, you know what, screw it, I'll pick up the jungle. Let's go.
Well, they probably might pick a jungle right now and go for a roamer that counters the majority of Soul Society. I know that's something I would do, but they would also, if that roamer counters the majority of the team, then he would always be the target, like Boxy was to the Arlet the other day.
Minotaur will finish off what was Monkey D. Luffy picking up the Minotaur, and Astro showing us Kalia and Bearded Viking. Well, with it is still a gold and roam pick that still needs. Oh, never mind. So it seems like Mikey Panic will be going in the gold lane. Astro with the Fredrin in the jungle, and Bearded Viking to pick up the roam for the side of Soul Society. Notice, you know what? I'm going to send you the trailers of Bleach, right? And then you can decide if you want to watch it or not. But 100% Bleach is a very good anime. It is a must-watch. And you're really overthinking it when it comes to the PG ratings. I mean, Bleach is honestly one of those animes that are not, feeding into the adult content. So, Bearded Viking picking up the Florin.
Just now we're gonna see Lotus with another Asian crush. Another, on Ichigo.
And ironically, Ichigo is a ginger, so it's a ginger Asian Lotus. It's actually
Not a
orange
bad
hair, but
combination.
nonetheless. But oh, why? And there we have it.
Yeah. All we need now is for Dan Rai to say, I'm a ginger Asian in the chat.
Oh my word. Aspect with the final pick, going for the alpha for the side of the Vortex. So ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the draft in this second best of 3 series between the Vortex and Soul Society. Who do you think is going to pick up the second match? And give me your opinions in the chat regarding the draft. I mean, let's not be a dead chat. Give me your opinions, please. Let's go.
So draft-wise, who would you favor? Because I'm seriously liking the draft coming out from Soul Society.
And I'm seriously liking the draft coming in from the Vortex. So, you know what? I've placed so many options here for you, right? If I'm top 3 and the Vortex takes this match, you watching Bleach, and I'll send you the trailer.
Interesting.
Let me throw another double decker. Oh, it's a deal. Okay. Because I wanted to throw a double decker bus onto you and say, if you do not watch Bleach, you cannot come in cast until you've watched Bleach.
Oh,
But
the
you've accepted the
bully.
deal. You've accepted a deal, so it's no need to throw the double decker bus. But without further ado, into the match we go, and Waylander will give you his radio voice, the blow by blow. Into this matchup.
So we have this second game into the mix. It was the Vortex taking the first one. I'm loving this legend skin that I'm getting to see on the alpha. It is, in my opinion, my favorite legend skin.
Yes, but that's why we all know opinions do differ and have the right to differ.
Well, that's what opinions are all about. Fact is fact, opinion is opinion. Sometimes in this modern day society, we tend to confuse the two. Ooh, look at the poke damage here, flicker from Mikey Panic. Had to get back to safety as the 3 men from the Vortex are putting pressure on the gold lane.
I'm surprised that Mikey Panic stayed on the Granger in the gold lane. I would have expected that he and Astro swap, but we also know that Astro on the Frisian is actually pretty crazy. So...
Yeah. So, Frisian, not a bad pick into this lineup, has that ability to control the map quite nicely. There's a lot of poke damage coming out from both teams, especially with the Florin in there. There's the counter onto the Frisian. Doesn't have the Appraisal Wrath available, and it's Aspect dishing out the damage, chasing down the Granger as well. That's a 2-for-0 exchange going the way of the Vortex.
That jungling rotation coming out from the Alpha and the Jaguar just following up with the damage. Beautiful play coming out from the side of the Vortex.
Yeah, it is beautiful, especially with this objective being up. Both jungles are level 4. There's a slight level advantage to the side of the Alpha. Very slight. Fredrin opting to not contest for this. Though Aspect did pulled at the turtle to his side, just decided to take it out. Oh, it's going to be Muju taking down the Ruby in a 1v1 battle. As Soul Society are trying to put a bit of pressure onto Asio here, who sensed the danger. The sixth sense kicked in.
That is why you definitely need that map awareness coming out from your marksman. Otherwise, ganking them is just a bit too easy.
Yeah, it's one of the high skill positions as we see them in Fury going into the feathered airstrike. Monkey Luffy, will he survive this? No, the tower takes him down. And so it's a 1-for-1 exchange, but marksman for Rome. The Vortex will be feeling happy about that.
Diversion play also coming out from the Louis as she wanted to go to the gold lane, but she was just a few seconds too late.
Yeah. But back to the comment you were making, with the gold lane is one of the very high skill positions that you need. You need to have mechanical skills, the patience, map awareness. Just watching this engagement here, Ruby trying to chase onto the user. He does get his passive proc, but there's Farsa into the mix. Feathered air strike coming through, raining down a storm onto that Ruby, sending her back to the base.
The nice thing about the Farsa is the fact of her mobility, thanks to very naturally, but also that low CD on her ultimate.
Yeah, it is quite low for such a devastating ultimate.
Add either magic boots or enchanted talisman and you can get it to around to last for 13 seconds before your next ult.
That's insane, you know? If you think about it. He's like feathered airstrikes every 13 seconds. The waves don't even come in that fast.
True.
Ah, there's the engagement. Feathered airstrike once more. So much of damage coming through. As we just saw it in the bot lane, now we see it in the mid lane. Dangerous mage.
That is true. The only mage that is really on par when it comes to the CD cooldown reduction, it would be either Cyclops, but definitely the jungler.
Yeah, Yuzong going in, takes the ruby, has the black dragon form and can escape, but he doesn't want to escape. He's like, I want more. I want to fight. Where's my team? Fossa making the movement. There's the knockup 1-2 with the battery fly. He's like, I don't even need the Fossa. Will we see the feather airstrike once more? Yes, we do. The bombardment, the flicker. Oh, the escape with just a sliver of HP.
Yuzong killing all of Louis' teammates, that could make actually for some interesting lore stories.
Yeah, it could. For those who are interested in lore, first or second turret of the game now gone the way of Vortex as they're trying to establish a bit of map control. They've got the side lanes sorted out. It's just about the mid once more. A nice angle coming through from Monkey D. Luffy. Liu Yi scouts him out, just throwing in a couple of skills. There's a bit of pressure on the mid lane. The flicker arm offended comes out onto that pesky Clint. He does manage to reposition. The heals will come through from the Minotaur just to keep the team safe for the most part.
The Vortex would definitely have to be careful for those yin and yang combos, especially as the late game approaches, because then Louis damage comes into clutch.
Which hero has that evil laughter that we heard just in the background? I don't know if you heard it. I think maybe it's because Scarp is talking about Firestar this year. The stream is haunted. Spear of Alpha comes out. The Minoan Fury is there. They're sustaining through so much as the continuation of the fight is there. Fredden is taken down. Ruby throws out some skills. I'm offended, but the passive comes out from this Alpha as they take down 3 under the mid lane turret and mid lane turret with it. Spear of Alpha into the mix. Oh, the yin yang. Oh, what a yin yang. Ceasing up aspect underneath the tier 2 turret. They should be able to achieve this. There is one minion left. Oh, no, it is taken down. We do have one more Ironside left in this matchup. But without the jungler being present, I don't think the Vortex is going to start it off.
They're rather gonna wait for Aspect to come back and maybe just annoy the Fredrin's jungle.
Yeah, that's the best way. Just secure as much of objectives that you can in the enemy jungle. Keep the lanes frozen, as you can see. Wait for your jungle to come back. Take the iron side, get a little bit of gold, put a little bit more pressure.
Granger also pushing this top lane. At least the Vortex does have the Farther if they have that urgent need to clear the waves. But it doesn't look like Mighty Panic is just gonna commit to wave pushing. He knows about that Farther mobility.
Very scary. There's a diversion play coming through. They see Farsa going in to clear the wave. Jaguar being very patient, sensing something is wrong here. Throws out a couple of skills. Gets that feathered airstrike onto the Granger. As Soul Society are trying to come in here. A bit more pressure is being placed onto the Golden. There's a wraparound play in the mix. There's Yuzong, gets that black dragon form. As Alpha trying to reposition himself. Everyone's trying to escape from this Yuzong. The flickers are out as he's engaging onto everybody. Takes down the flood. And oh, what a spear of Alpha. We see the continuation in here. Oh, what an arm offended. Pulls everybody into the turret. The CC is up. There's our praises wrap. But it's not enough damage in time. Alpha with the killing spree. He just heals himself up just in time.
And Clint is also pushing this mid lane. Welcome to follow up with the damage. And Ruby is in a bit of danger right now.
That combination feathered airstrike into the Minoan Fury has secured them one more kill on the Granger. All this action has allowed them to secure tier 2 turrets aplenty. Mid lane shield as well has been procced. And this with just over 30 seconds to go for this next Lord or Roar.
There's only one issue that I realized right now. With the Vortex doing so well, I just might end up having to watch Bleach.
Yeah. And you know, Scarpscankle, he'll hold you to that promise.
Yeah. But Lord is up in around 5 seconds. The minions, the pressure is somewhat on the wave right now. I don't think Astra and the rest of Soul Society can really contest for this roar.
It is going to be very difficult. Maybe a diversion play into the backline could potentially get them to get a contest going. But as things standing, the zoning being done away by the Minnow and the user, enough for the side of Vortex to secure this first draw, which we would expect to see make its marching line, or B line, shall we say, down the mid lane.
So right now, the Vortex does have the map control, they have the gold lead, the kill advantage, and I think right now the majority of them only have 2 or 1 more item left to build.
Yeah, do you think this is going to be an ending angle though? Can they end with this roar? With all the cards stacked in their favor?
There's a possibility they can, but the problem is the side of Soul Society does have the CC coming out from turning K202, and they do have that floor for sustainability, so Soul Society can put up a clutch defense.
Lord charging into the base. There's a Black Dragon form coming out as they're zoning in. There's the Minoan Fury, feathered airstrike, Spear of Alpha onto 2 in the backline. Somehow it's just the Alpha was surviving for the most part, but the follow-up comes in from the team. The lock onto the base. That was the angle they needed. The ending angle of Vortex taking this in clean sweep fashion.
My goodness, they didn't even go for the side lanes. They went straight down the middle.
They did. Well,
go to the third.
Yeah, well, once you get the Florin out of the way, the amount of heals that you're gonna get is, or the sustainability is gone. Florin was the key to the entire game.
Or maybe just listen to Scarpscankle's shouting last night and asking them to go with the Lord.
Yeah, possibly. Very, very, very possibly. So, that concludes the second match of the evening. Very well played to the Vortex, taking this 2-0, picking up further points, 2 victories to them, and well, we'll be getting the tournament set up for this next game.
Yeah, so we are a bit ahead of schedule. So, ladies and gentlemen, well, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I will get the link reshared once we go live again. But, I mean, it's not going anywhere. Enjoy the highlights, and enjoy the conversation with me in, well, the group chat. I know I was just busy sorting out admin, but I'll be back in the group chat, because I've got the top 3 spot to take on, and Lotus, the Vortex won that second match. Ideal is ideal. So now I need to uphold my end and end in the top 3 spot. Because currently, I don't want to lie to you, but I'm number 2. And if things go on and carry on the way it is, I'm going to be number 1. So you are going to start watching Bleach.
Dondu, where are you when I need you?
Oh,
interesting comment that was.
Last night, first name that came to mind was Gets, and Don Ryu was playing second fiddle. Now she wants Don Ryu to come and play her knight in shining armor.
Yeah,
What is this, Don Ryu?
Yeah, it's like a
I remember. Sorry, where you go?
it's like a fantasy series here, you know? I rescue the princess from the dragon, or the bus-throwing dragon.
The bus-spitting dragon.
Yeah, bus-spitting dragon.
All right. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I will be with you in the chat as we have the pause screen with the highlights up for you, and just waiting to set the next lobby. So we will be back with you shortly, as we will be taking, as Way always says it, a pause for the cause.
want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab it then take yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a wind spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Just like a wind spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Just like a wind spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feed like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Just like a wind spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Beg for their disease. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feels like a disease. Bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their disease. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Beg for their disease. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Feels like a disease.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now. As I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to take to your space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Lunox, resetting that Olaf. Second skill is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho, doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Ali. Bind crushing into which will we see that blast cannon coming through. Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla's so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Strike coming in from Farther. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not playing anything. Something's going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erithel split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Bind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Mlbb Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hard God is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomon. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main try.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Cecilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
Well, if they have managed to take, okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Lunox, resetting that all-out second skill. It's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Khalid. Minecraft, which will we see that blast cannon coming through. Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Farza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not playing it. Something's going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erithal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord Dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hard God is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hansa's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hand onto the Leomord. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
We can make an impact, grab and then take it.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto...
Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We have some sad news for you. Unfortunately, this last match is gonna be a forfeit. We are like way past scheduling time. I mean, it's 10:52, so we're way beyond the time the game was supposed to have started. But I'm sure you enjoyed the highlights for the time that it was running. But sadly, we're gonna have to say goodbye to everyone. As to the results, it's going to be, excuse me, Equinox that win by default. So they'll be picking up the 3 points here.
Yeah.
I think that's somebody cursing Scarfscape because he was number 1 for so long.
Yeah, my score didn't update, but nonetheless, I am in the top 3. So my part of the deal has been fulfilled. So Lotus, you know what that means? It's bleach
Yes,
for you, ma'am.
But Scarfscape, let me ask this question, right? If she's watching Bleach, over what time frame are you giving up? Because she could watch 1 episode every year and say I'm watching Bleach, you know? So we gotta set the terms and conditions here.
Wow.
Okay, so I will be a fair man, right? I'll be a fair man because that's the type of person I am. I expect at least an episode a day. But, you know, if it's going to be the way that it was with me, I couldn't stick with 1 episode. So I'm expecting 1 episode. I know in my heart it's not going to be just 1 episode. But nonetheless, you know, what I wanted to say is it is just sad to give a victory by default. But anyway, GG's. It was a fun evening. And yeah, I just want to finish off with a message, right? And this is going to be a powerful message, and take it the way you want to take it. Yeah, for you as person in life, or just in general with whatever you do, whatever you spend your time on, I need your time to be potent. So I'm going to make this phrase as the potency perspective. Your time spent on something needs to be potent, because if you make the reference to a certain beverage, right, what is going to be more potent, the light beverage or the heavy beverage? Take it. That's my message, and that is just me concluding it. And thank you all for joining us. And before I forget, top fans of the evening, I just wanted to say goodbye, but the top fans going to number 1 spot, and Jerlik only winning me by 10% XP. If the stream did carry on and we went into the final match, I would have ended up number 1. So anyway, then the 2nd spot, it is me, yours truly. There you go, humble experience. And then Junior San, number 3. Number 4, it's a random person, no one knows. But in any case, Don Ryo falling short tonight in the 5th spot. But just once more, appreciative of all the super chats that was spent on us tonight. And just spending your evening with us. We do appreciate your time and your effort. And remember, be potent with whatever you do.
Okay, so on that note, we're gonna have to say goodbye to all of you. It was, as we always say, a pleasure having you with us through the duration of the stream, even though we had all the pauses and delays that we had, and well, my mic deciding that it doesn't want to let me speak to you. It was like, no, you've been speaking enough, it's time to have a break. I think the viewers are tired of your voice, your old man grumpy voice. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in to watch. We will catch you on the next stream, which will be tomorrow night. So don't you stress. It's going to be the start of Group G, the penultimate group, the penultimate round, day 1 for Group G. So once again, thank you for watching. We will catch you on the next stream.